Hi to everyone. MEM School of Engineering, Department of EC, online classes, subject linear integrated circuits, unit number 2, chapter number 3. So last chapter we discussed with the adder and subtractor. Okay, so now we are going to see about the differentiator and integrator. So that means we are going to integrate the signal and differentiate the signal using of operational amplifier. Okay, we are going to integrate and differentiate. This is one of the main application for signal amplification and differentiation and integration. We can use the op-amp. Okay, so let's see the operational amplifier differentiator. Okay, so op-amp differentiator is an inverting amplifier which uses the capacitor in series with the input voltage. So differentiating circuits are usually designed to respond for triangular and rectangular input waveform. That means for differentiator and then integrator, all difference on the, that means where we have placed the capacitor. Okay, here they may clearly mention the capacitor series with the input voltage. Okay, that means if we are connecting capacitor with the input circuit means it is called a differentiator. Okay, so the instructor, it is an inverting amplifier also. Okay, so for sine wave input, if you are giving sine wave to the differentiator, the output of a differentiator is also a sine wave, which is out of phase of 180 degree with respect to the input because it is a cosine wave signal. So generally we know that differentiate the sine wave means it will be a cosine, but cosine signal cannot be directly come because of here we are using inverting amplifier. So minus cosine will be defined in the output condition. So this is the basic operation amplifier differentiator. Here we are giving the capacitor to the input side. Okay, feedbackly they are connecting the RF value. So V out is equal to minus RF C1 and dV1 divided by dt. Okay, first we need to know how they analyze the differentiator. That means how we will derive the voltage. Okay, so in the node N we are apply the KCL. Okay, so up IC is equal to C1 d by dt of V in minus Vn is equal to C1 dVi divided by dt. So feedback resistor, current through the feedback resistor will be V out divided by RF. So there is no current into the op-amp. So therefore, the nodal equation at the n is C1 dVi divided by dt plus V out divided by RF is equal to 0. From which we have V out is equal to minus RF C1 into dVi divided by dt. So then application of operation amplifier. So differentiating amplifiers are most commonly designed to operate on triangular and rectangular signal. So differentiator also find application as wave shaping circuit to detect high frequency components in the input signal. So op-amp directory summary, differentiator summary. That is, an op-amp differentiating amplifier is an inverting amplifier circuit which is a reactive components, usually a capacitor, the inductor. The differentiator perform mathematical differentiation operation on the input signal with respect to the time. So this is the sample input and output of the differentiator. So that means we are giving sine wave, output will be minus cos wave. If you are giving square wave means output will be spike. Okay, so these are all inverted. So if you are seeing the spike wave also inverted from the input because of the input is connected with the inverting amplifier. Same. If you are giving some of the inputs, like see, if you are giving step input signal means the output will be spike. If you are giving square means it will be a spike. If you are giving sine means it will be a minus cos. So frequency response of ideal differentiator. So why we go for differential frequency response? Because we are giving signals, square wave, sine wave, square wave we are giving. The differentiator have the some bandwidth. In real time it will be infinity, but in in ideal condition it will be infinity, but in the real time it will have the some bandwidth. So we need to define the bandwidth between the process for the differentiator. So this is the practical op-amp differentiator. So it is simply connect the small capacitance in the feedback circuits, also connect the small resistance in the input side. Okay, this is the differentiator concept. So next we are going to see about the integrator of APAM. That is using APAM, we are going to design a integrator. So operation amplifier can be configured to perform calculus operations such as differentiation and integration. In an integrating circuit, the output is the integration of the input voltage with respect to the time. A passive integrator is a circuit which does not use any active devices like APAM or transistor. An integrator circuit which consists of active devices is called active integrator. An active integrator provides a much lower output resistance and high output voltage than is possible with a simple RC circuit. APAM differentiating and integrated circuits are inverting amplifier with appropriately placed capacitors. So integrator circuits are usually designed to produce the triangular wave output for the square wave input. So this is the basic integrator circuit, that is a capacitor connected in the feedback circuit. That is V out is equal to -1 divided by R1 CF and integration of V in dt. So this is the analysis for the integrator circuit for derive the output equation. So this is ideal operation amplifier circuit. That is ideal operation amplifier circuit having only one capacitor in the feedback circuit. In real time, it will be used the feedback resistance between the input and output. That is, we are using the feedback resistance for the process, as well as we are adding the resistor compensation in the positive side for reducing the spikes in the output sides and the noise in the output side. That R compensation will be with defined by the R1 and R parallel. That means always RF will be greater than the R1. So these are the application of APAM. So APAM integrating amplifiers are used to perform calculus operations in analog computers. So integrating circuits are most commonly used in analog to digital converter, ramp generators, also in wave shaping applications. So another application would be integrate a signal representing water flow, producing a signal representing the total quantity of water that has passed by the flow meter. This application of integrator is sometimes called a totalizer in the industrial instrumentation trade. So this is the summary of integrator. Okay, this is our basic input and output of the signal. Here we are giving three input signals. One is sine wave. So output will be, if a integrating means minus cos, but it is a inverting amplifier. So it will be a plus cos in the output. So that is the output signal. Second one, if you are giving step signal means output will be a ramp, that is negative ramp signal. Okay, same as if I giving square wave means it will produce the triangular wave in the output, because this is the integrator concept. So mainly integrator used for the generating the triangular waveform. Okay, this we know in the real time applications. This is the practical integrator concept. Frequency response of the integrator. Integrator with the DC gain control, that is a real-time data. Okay, so next one is instrumentation amplifier. So instrumentation amplifier is a high gain amplifier which is having 3 APAM. Okay, so that is a real-time high gain, high CMRR, high output like that. So here we are using the voltage follower circuit at the both the end. Okay, using a resistor R1, by changing this value, we can define the output. That is V out is equal to minus of V1 minus V2 divided by R4 divided by R3. So this is the features of instrumentation amplifier. That is very high gain, very high input, common mode rejection ratio, and filters. So mainly used in the sensor value getting. Okay, sensor value readings, strange. So like that they will be. Okay, So this is the concept of linear application of integrated differentiator and instrumentation. Okay. So let's see the next chapter. Thank you.